So on the other side, last segment, you asked a question about the use of glue, in particular with hiding hair loss.
That's correct.
And so I did want to spend a little bit more time about that because the glue has several, or can induce several problems. The first is a lot of people are using glue and it's really inducing the hair loss the problem in the first place. So there are different methods that you can use to apply or to put in hair prosthetics. And one of them is with the use of glue, and I do not recommend that ever, ever. Because there are very few people. I met one when I was in grad school in Missouri. She applied her weave faithfully with glue, and I would look in amazement because I knew that my hair wouldn't be able to take that, and my hair would come out with that track, because basically what they do is you put glue on the weft of the track, the weft of the hair prosthetic or the track, and you apply it supposedly to the scalp. But you can't help but to get some of that glue on your hair. And I know how fragile my hair is, and I knew that my hair would never be able to withstand that. So one thing about the use of glue is you really do induce hair loss with that, because you do pull out hair when you remove it. That's the first thing. Now the other thing is, when you are using glue to hide your hair loss, I would first determine whether or not those follicles are indeed active or not. So you have to see a dermatologist before you would ever attempt doing anything like that. So you have to have, usually in that case, a biopsy to really determine whether or not the hair has any chance of growing back. Because if there is a chance of the hair growing back, and I am speaking, I'll say just, I'm scratching the surface and not getting very deep, because this really is more a question that's more applicable for a dermatologist to speak on. But what I can say is I would not dare put glue on follicles that still have the ability to grow hair, because you don't want that glue to react with the follicle and then.
That's such a vaguely defined point.
Yeah, absolutely. So you need to determine whether or not there's a chance of it going back. So you have to see a dermatologist. Then the other thing I want to address, because there have been some reports that the use of glue have actually killed some people, meaning that, but I mean, these are extreme cases. So there are latex allergies, and sometimes the glue has a component of latex. And so there have been reports that people have had allergic reactions that have led to death, unfortunately. So if you have a latex allergy, you want to avoid the use of glue on your scalp, because it does seep into the system. And that's just, yeah, it's a problem just waiting to happen, especially if you have latex allergies. So that's something you have to be aware of.